is with Ricky Ollerenshaw.
Big night for you, mate. Playing your 100th game on your birthday. How are the nerves?
They're not too bad. Haven't done much today. Just sat around the house, so it's all right.
You've played a variety of positions in the first 100 games. What's your role tonight?
I'd say probably the same as the last couple of weeks. A bit of forward and a bit of midfield, I'd say. So, and hopefully don't have to go down back.
Well, there's a loss of Buddy Franklin just before the game. How are you going to cover the loss of him?
Oh, we got some pretty good forwards that they've stepped up this year, in Tim Boyle and Joe Roughhead. So look, as long as you get the ball down there nice and cleanly, hopefully they can kick a few goals for us.
$87,000.
Good on you, Bruce. Out come the Hawks then. He's out of the house, number 15, the acting skipper Luke Hodge, game number 100, the number 1 draft pick in 2001. Can they bounce back tonight? Number 23 is an absentee. Hawthorn onto the Dome for Friday night football.
Not. Look at Carlton shortening into $1.95. Whitnell and Hodge.
All right. Yep, your call, Luke. As it is. Hawthorn.
So Luke Hodge, who we've already heard from, winning the toss, and Hawthorn going to the right of screen. Carlton have shortened up with the betting. At one stage today, Hawthorn were $1.65 and Carlton at $2.15, but because no Franklin, Carlton into $1.95.
Well, you just wonder, don't you, how they're going to cobble their goals together. No Franklin, Dixon's out of the side, Williams is out of the side too, so it's going to be fascinating to see actually how they set themselves.
Test, complain of tightness. They thought having a week off next week, they'll get him right for that big game against Collingwood in 2 weeks' time. And he'll probably come, Trent Crowe will probably go forward. And
Bernie, Avon and Nichols. So the advantage given. Mitchell wanting to umpire at the same time. Well, he's got himself into all sorts of trouble. I'm not sure if that was Avon calling or not. I don't think it was. But Mitchell back to Saul, and it's all back to Mitchell.
Nice work, Bruce. There goes the kick inside the 50, and the mark is taken down there by Boyle. Umpire Carazzo was having none of it. He was chasing Mitchell.
And he's having plenty of it because he's already had 4 touches, Mitchell.
And as he went, Mitchell was arguing his case there. More butts than a proctologist planner. So Boyle from about 30 metres kicks and kicks truly. Crowds arriving late at the Dome. You can see the fog in the background. Just waiting to see Basil Rathbone lined up there getting his ticket. Lewis, Hodge, well done Smith, Crawford down towards half forward, pinpoint accuracy, Boyle, now Hodge. Wonderful kick. Roughhead on the lead takes the mark, and some of that fog is seeping in here to the Telstra Dome. A bit of mist you can see when you look towards the seating high directly across the Dome from us. Meantime, Roughhead, oblivious to all of that, just as well comes in and kicks a goal.
Dennis Pagan's used him this season off that bench. Gee, well read by Lewis. Taylor just set him up, and the kick found Bateman in the end. Now he's in 2 minds here. Clever. Well done to Osborne.
Gee, thought his way through that cleverly, didn't he?
Well, he's been lively too, Bateman, with 5 disposals in the first few minutes of this first term.
And they won another centre bounce clearance. That's a lovely tap there by Taylor down to Lewis. Good ball movement.
Osborne's kicked a goal in each of the last 3 matches. He got a couple against the Kangaroos. He should really score one from here, and he does. Well, there's no handbrake at the moment, Tim. It's free-flowing stuff, isn't it?
They've already had 33 handballs to their 30 kicks, Hawthorn, so they're quite happy and comfortable to move the ball by hand. That's a really... Actually, that ball just tumbled off the boot there and was well picked up by Bateman, and he just thought his way through that really cleverly. He looked up and he saw that the forwards were actually 4 to him were covered. He was outside his range, or he thought he was, and a lovely tap there to Lewis. Centre clearances so far, Hawthorn 4 to Carlton's 1.
Michael Osborne getting the goal. Centre clearance is very interesting. Hawthorn invariably feed the ball back to go forward. Koutafidis has gone on and immediately gone on the defensive side, and very watchful of Mitchell. You can see them away to the left. Crawford tried to knock it that way, but stolen away by Walker. Kicks inside the forward 50. Getting a fist on it, Gillum knocked it down in front. Down goes Lappin over the football. Trying to emerge is Young. Did pretty well in a tight situation. Crawford, Lewis, Birchall. And wider still, this is Mitchell. Sam's away. Having a bit of trouble out there. Controls it now. Short of half forward, this is Bateman. Bateman between the lines, half forward and wing. Well done by Roughhead. Third in the queue to start proceedings. Worked his way to the front. He was impatient.
Gee, that was a great bit of play there by Roughhead. I'm not sure the ball should have got through. Here's a kick coming forward. There's Whitnell in front of Roughhead. There was another player coming in from the other side, Scotland. One of those two players should have got a hand on that.
Roughhead going at his second goal. 50 metres out. Lovely kick off the boot.
I think Dennis Pagan's going to be already concerned about that matchup. Jared Roughhead and also Lance Whitnell. It might be at some stage he wants to have O'Halpin in the forward line or in the ruck. He'll line up at the centre bounce here, O'Halpin, but he's the logical choice for Jared Roughhead if he decides that 2 goals enough.
Well, he's kicked well tonight, Tim. You talked about his inaccuracy. He's dobbed a couple of beauties so far. So Roughhead with a couple. He'd kicked there's Franklin looking on with his teammates. He kicked 6 in the last couple of weeks coming in.
And Whitnell's now gone.
Under, ball to be marked. Fancied himself there. Brown, Hodge, clever kick. Ellis getting a bit of it early. Sweeps a handball brilliantly to Lewis. Lewis goes for the goal square. Can Boyle take it? Yes, he can. Saddington just got lost. And Boyle and Roughhead, nobody remember, but Boyle and Roughhead are a handful.
He just worked his way to the front. Saddington really should have gone for the ball. He actually felt for his direct opponent first, and Boyle just brushed past him and took the mark.
He's taken 6 marks.
He's kicked a few goals too, Dennis, this year. 24 before this. Make that 25.
That's a great start. Well, he's looked really dangerous down there, Boyle, but every time Carlton gets to half forward and they don't lock the ball in, Hawthorn are getting back there in numbers, and then they're just charging out of there and quickly too through the midfield, and then being prepared to kick the ball long and direct to their forward line. They actually have some real faith in their forward line down there in terms of their marking targets. Already seen Roughhead take the ball, Boyle's down there, and Crode. He looked hopelessly out of position as that ball came in there and Jared won.
He had a lot of hang time. He went early and then just hung on. It was amazing, that mark. The kick by Gillum out wide.
Here's where the Hawks work hard.
Crawford, well, flirting with the boundary line, but Young took it. And then Young inside and to Smith. And then Smith quickly on to Saul. And this is what Tim's been talking about, their ability to work hard. Jacobs has come up. Murphy to put the pressure on him. Jacobs still with it. Back he comes, concedes. Saul's a hard out of player, but he's missed everything. But he got back brilliantly. How good was that? And then McGlynn fends a couple off and then sweeps a handball out to Campbell. To Guerra, who's on his right side, and finds the target. And Smith from 45 metres out delivers.
Well, how good was Saul? How good was that?
Very good.
He handballed the ball instinctively to where he thought he was going to find a teammate, realised there was no one there, and he just charged back onto the ball, knocked Lappin out of the way in the meantime, and then that enabled Hawthorn to win the ball back, and they just then operated in some space. That was just fabulous play then by Saul.
He was good, all right, and no prizes for second best there, was there?
Hawthorn running on a Friday night.